Let's go to Bosnia and Herzegovina, as polls have closed in the general election that was held there over the weekend. Nationalist Milorad Dodik claimed victory for the Serb seat of Bosnia's tripartite presidency, a post he'll share with Muslim and Croat leaders Sevic Dzaverovic and Zeljko Komiš. The three-member collective presidency was established in 1995 as part of the Dayton peace agreement that ended the war in which 100,000 people died. Well, let's get more on this story now. And joining me to do that is political scientist Alida Vračić. Ms. Vračić, lovely to have you on the programme. Thank you for joining us. Were you surprised by this result?
I think anyone was really surprised by these results, to be honest. We have expected more or less a similar situation, but one has to say that these are preliminary results. So only in a month's time, we're going to have official results and actual numbers and figures on the elections itself.
And for the outside world, the way that Bosnia-Herzegovina's electoral system works and presidency works can be quite confusing. Can you just explain for our audience how this tripartite presidency functions?
It is basically a national representation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. You have a representative from each and every constituent people, which means Croat, Serb, and Bosniak. And they are basically elected for the period of 4 years. They have to have degree of consensus in making decisions, and they symbolize really the sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina. They also represent the country outside. They elect ambassadors. They have a wide range of authorities, and it is really, really important actually to have these three people agreeing or sharing the similar set of values.
And policy-wise, what are the biggest issues facing the country at the moment as this presidency unravels or becomes a fresh presidency?
This presidency basically inherits everything that we have been dealing with for many years now, which is a high level of employment, high immigration. Bosnia is one of the countries in the region, and this is also symptomatic for the entire region that is basically facing departure of young people, educated people with skills every single year. We're talking about thousands that are leaving. We're also talking about people that are experiencing a level of poverty that we haven't seen so far. So this presidency is not unique in that sense. It basically inherits everything that we have been dealing with in the past. What is really significant maybe also in the context of the European Union and what it means for Bosnia and Herzegovina is that one of the leaders that has been elected in preliminary results now, Milorad Dodik, is basically an individual who calls for the secession of Bosnia and Herzegovina for a decade now, and is also a person who is being sanctioned by the US. So it's a little bit surreal situation that you have absurd that one of the members of the presidency is basically the one who is putting in question Bosnia as a whole.